And then I just started pointing my camera at the action and pulling and zooming and doing all sorts of stuff and kind of letting the camera drive the train. Part of the team that shot Bolt's Run. All this optics that we have. This is 800mm lens. Now, you bring an 800mm lens to a wrestling match, that's like bringing an RPG to a knife fight, right? You're over-lensed, right? But I was looking for that human architecture, that little slice of things. Okay, Ali upside down, Sandy Morris. But the reason Sports Illustrated, and this is the life of a photographer, sent me to Rio, was to do a portrait of Rio. I'm talking really fast. Everybody okay with that? I've had a boatload of coffee so far this morning, so hang in there with me. And of course, I did a portrait of Rio. All these wonderful karaokas, beautiful, lovely people. Sports Illustrated didn't use it. And, you know, editors always say, oh, we want to see the soul of Rio. I was really, I was worried about this poor man getting a haircut because his barber just kept cutting his hair while he's watching Michael Phelps. He's just doing this, you know, samba, okay, big Brazilian tradition, right? These samba ladies, I would describe them as unabashed, okay, all right? The samba band I couldn't hear for 2 days, and the closing of the Olympics. Now, this is the first time in the Olympics I was able to pull out a flash. For 3 weeks, I wasn't allowed to use a flash. I was vibrating like a tuning fork. And then all of a sudden, you know, they said, okay, the Olympic torch is out, you can do whatever you want. And this is one of my favorite pictures of the games, is a single flash. It's a rainstorm. I've got 3 D5s on me in a driving rainstorm, and a handheld flash, and everything kept working. Okay, so that's an amazing thing, okay? Now, more on my turf. Interesting places to put a flash. How about a biplane, okay? An old garage in San Francisco, 9 speed lights later. There you go. The Oakland Paramount Theater, a barbershop quartet, 19 speed lights later. Okay? A story of a dancer, a young Scottish dancer, coming to New York. I shot all this on a D500. It's a crop sensor camera, okay? But I love this little camera because it's light, fast, smart, okay? High ISO on the New York City subway. This is a flash shot. It doesn't look like a flash shot. It's a flash shot, okay? The struggling dancer on the fire escape in New York City eating ramen noodles shot. It's obligatory. Everybody's got one of these, right? You got the dancer on the fire escape eating ramen noodles shot. You guys, you haven't done it? Come on. You know, come on. Looking for a cab on 8th Avenue. In the studio with speed lights. 1 speed light. 1 speed light with a little beauty dish and a hot light behind her. You can do a lot with a little. We simulated an audition. 2 speed lights. Copy light. 2 speed lights on either side of the camera going this way. No shapers, no umbrellas, no softboxes, nothing fancy. Raw light. Okay? This is the beautiful McNally, who's not really a ballerina. She's more of a Bob Fosse dancer. So we did a little homage to Fosse here and there. The jazz hands type of thing. Okay, moving along. Now, you can express yourself and tell stories. Everybody's familiar with film noir, right? Film noir is a style of movie making that's very closely aligned with the quality of light that you bring. So I suggested to the folks at Nikon, let's do a film noir story, okay? And they said, unbelievable, right? They said, yes. Like, I'm a lunatic, and they actually said yes. They said, yeah, go try that. All right, so here you go, right? Beautiful lady in a bar. She's unaware of the man observing her behind. Later on, she's dressed more elegantly. This is the Blue Bar at the Algonquin Hotel. It is so named the Blue Bar because John Barrymore, anybody know that name? When he was on Broadway, he used to live at the Algonquin, and he told the hotel management that everybody looks better in blue light. So hence, back in the 30s, they put all the lights blue for him, and it stayed that way until now. Is she a government agent? Okay, she leaves the hotel, she goes to New Mexico to meet her contact. Now she's aware there could be trouble. The man in the bar is now the man in the shadows who has followed her to Mexico, or New Mexico. They have a romance. Of course they have a romance. There's always a romance. Even if it's, well, not the best romance in the world. Even if it's just one night. Anybody tell how this picture is lit? The sun is going 2 directions. The sun doesn't do that. The sun is only one light in nature. It doesn't go this way and that way. But 2 speed lights will. Through the windows. Okay? She regrets her actions of the previous night. He's gone. He must have been a bad man. And indeed he is. She goes to her door. She's being observed by the man in a rearview mirror in a car. In the dead of night in a rainstorm, she flees to meet her contact at an abandoned New Mexico power plant. But he's not there. But the man in the shadows is. What happens to her? I'll never tell you. You'll have to ask the man in the shadows. Fun, right? You gotta have an imagination about this stuff. Here's the thing, gang. This is so hard to do oftentimes that you have to really, really love it or it ain't worth doing, right? You have to be very passionate about the way you go after pictures. This is a couple of speed lights. This is not a big production. This is not movie lights and stuff like that. This is a couple of speed lights, okay? All right. Speaking of a couple of speed lights, give me 1 second here. CES, is CES designed to be an evaporation unit? All right. So, this is Callie. He's our first assistant in our studio. Very knowledgeable guy, wonderful guy to have at the studio. He's also a chief videographer, and he's going to be helping me out up here today. Over there, don't come up yet, are Wayne and Kat. They're our talent for today. Give us a little wave. How about we welcome them, give them a round of applause. They're wonderful Vegas performers. Okay, Callie also was a Vegas performer, but I won't go into that past. All right, so here we are to shoot some pictures. Isn't this fantastic? I would describe CES as an uncluttered graphic environment. All right, what am I going to do here? Well, I'm at ISO 400. Let's shift into mode and go to aperture priority, shall we? Okay, logical move, would you say? Auto white balance. I'll let the camera, I'm not going to try to figure this out. Are you crazy? I'm going to let the camera figure it out. All right, so I look this way. All of you look lovely, by the way. You're dressed in all these funereal tones. It looks like you guys are going to an Irish wake instead of CES. Tomorrow, please come by the booth and wear something more colorful. Anyway, all right, here we go. 10 to the second at 5.6. There you go. Looks pretty good, ISO 400. All right, we're done. Thank you very much for coming by, I appreciate it. Now, okay, does anybody else get excited about this? Outside of you folks who are in the picture. I still get excited about this because what did I do? It was available light, yes, but I did nothing. I balanced the light. I didn't do anything though. See, the camera balanced the light. The camera did everything for me. It focused for me. It exposed for me. It corrected the white balance for me. Okay? Anybody here got any complaints about where we are photographically? Good Lord. It could not be easier on a certain level. Okay? So I made a nice looking, well-exposed picture. I'm going to ask Wayne and Kat to come up, if you wouldn't mind. How about another round of applause? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, Wayne and Kat, I'm going to ask you to go out there. And you're going to turn towards me. Stay together. Just relax, okay? There's really nothing of substance that will happen right away here, okay? So, I'm going to make an available light picture of them. 10th of a second at 5.6. Okay. All right. What's the problem? I mean, they're not a problem. They're beautiful. They're wonderful. The problem is kind of sort of you guys, right? In the sense that the camera looked and balanced the exposure for everything. Now, that's not the essence of portraiture. When you're doing portraits, you need to take your subjects and make them the hero. Make them the object of desire. Make them the star of the show. Right now, all of you folks back here are competing for attention with them. So how do I get rid of you, quote unquote? In aperture priority. Okay, yeah. Okay, if anybody gives me the absolute right answer in clear and discernible terms, you win a D5. You just see Mike Corrado over on the side. Depth of field, no, that's wrong, sir. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Anyway, I'm gonna get rid of you guys by doing an aperture priority move. I'm still at ISO 400. Let's do this. Let's go to, say, -2. What's going to happen to my shutter speed at -2 aperture priority? It's going to get faster. Okay. Bye-bye crowd, a little bit anyway, but also bye-bye Cat and Wayne, all right? So here's the thing, as sophisticated as these cameras are, the chip is not a selective instrument. The chip can't sort out an exposure back there and an exposure up here that I need, okay? I have to be the architect of that. The camera did not go to art school. It has no idea of what direction I want to go in, all right? So I'm gonna take a flash. Yeah, look at my camera. All right. Callie even turned it on for me. That's awesome. You know, have I told you lately, it's just like, you're awesome. Yeah. All right, so straight flash. Cat and Wayne, be prepared for one of the worst pictures that has ever been shot of either of you, okay? But please, I'll get there. It'll get better. Trust me, I'm a trained professional. All right, here we go. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, 80th of a second at 5.6. All right, they fill a little bit. What am I gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to pump up the power of the flash a little bit. Let's do this. Let's take a look and go, I don't know, let's go up a little bit on the power of the flash. All right. God, that was hard, I'm exhausted. Oh, thanks, I just need a minute. No, I mean, it's actually fairly simple, right? Ratios. I call it the game of ratios. What do you perceive that exists, and what do you layer over what exists? How do you exert control on the situation? How do you become the master of the circumstance instead of the victim of the circumstance, right? So that's the beginnings of it. Now, this is not particularly good. I get it. Okay, you're sitting there like, I came to CES booth and this guy's like, these pictures are awful. Okay, I get it, all right? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna move, one of the big tenets of good flash photography is to get the flash off the camera, all right? So there's a flash example for you, not particularly well done, but mechanically accurate, right? You can publish this picture. It's sharp, it's quote unquote well exposed, all that sort of stuff. But you don't want to turn this into a client because you'll never get called back, okay? So let's do this. Let's take this off. I'll give it back to Callie, and he can put it into a TTL kind of a mode there. Now the thing about these menus, here's the thing. You always have to go back into the menu when you use a flash on the hot shoe because it shuts off the radio wireless signal. So, no, we're good. Hold that. Just waking you up. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. All right. I see all the other presenters up here, by the way. The dog photographers here. We had a beautiful animal presentation. I encourage you to stay after my presentation because Ron McGill, wave a hand, Ron, he hates me right now. The legend of wildlife photography is going to come on stage. And if you are interested in being excited about photography and passionate about what you can do with a camera in your hands, you have to stay for Ron because he is one of the best and most passionate photographers I've ever met. So hang out at the booth. We're going to make a quick transition after I get off stage. All right, but Callie is going to hold the flash. I'm going to ask you to go to camera left. Why would I go to camera left? Because Wayne is bigger than Cat, and if I light him from this side, he may get a little bit brighter and more dominant. So I'm going to let the light hit her first, and if there's any shadows cast, she being sort of teeny tiny, is going to cast a shadow this way and not going to interfere with his face. Okay? All right. So, now, I am still at ISO 400. I am still at -2 aperture priority. Now, that particular flash, let me just double check, is TTL 00. That means I am flying blind here. I'm going to let the flash do the work. All right, here we go. Cool? Nice. All right, thanks. Now, Cat got a little brighter. What, you're not going to use this on Facebook? I'm crushed. I'm crushed. All right. So again, raw flash, okay? Let's take more control. The situation. One of the ways I take more control of the situation is to get myself out of aperture priority. Let's go back into manual. Let's make sure that all our exposure compensation is drained out of the camera. Let's go to 250 and say f5.6 and see if we can get rid of a little more of you. Apologies. Here we go. Good luck, good luck. Nice. Okay, so now, starting to get there, but there's a problem, right? Hard flash. Yeah, it's tough to mitigate that light. It's tough to control it. It's hitting her pretty hard. She's getting brighter. I could shift her maybe even to the other side. I could do a number of things, but straight flash, let's put it this way, has limitations, okay? You'd want it to be better. Can we get a handheld? Let's try a handheld diffuser, a trigger. Let's take it in steps. I've got 10 minutes left, okay? Which is more time than I've gotten lately to shoot a cover, okay? So that's lots of time. We can have a blast here. No worries. Here we go, you guys. All right, now. Cool, cool. Looking good, looking good. Wait, hang in there. That's actually a pretty good look though, actually, with you kind of, it's very noble the way you're kind of looking off. All right, nice. Now, let's do this. Let's do this. Why don't you come to the side, Callie, and then Kat, you look directly to the side. Okay, beautiful. Wayne, you look right at me. Beautiful, beautiful, you guys are great. Did I just do that? I blocked the microphone, sorry. Okay, now, Wayne, why don't you look in the same direction and shift over to this shoulder and hold her really tight, okay? Now get your face on that side, keep going, I need to see you more. Shift, body, there you go, good, good, good. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of light out of the equation here. I'm gonna go TTL minus 0.7. Here we go, good, beautiful. Okay, a little better, a little better. Now, let's see if the flash has the guts to kind of stick with me here. I'm going to go to 250 at f11, and I'm going to ask Callie to come in really close. One flash. 250 at f11. Are you as nervous as I am? I'm not. I never go above f8. Anyway, all right, here we go. Strong, you guys, strong. Good, beautiful. Nice. All right, so now we're getting a little more studio control over the situation. Again, I remind you, I've only got one speed light here, okay? I'm playing with this. The essence of what I'm doing up here is not to create a portfolio image for Joe McNally Photography. What I'm trying to do up here is just show you pitfalls, run myself into some rabbit holes, come back out, show you how the camera can be your partner in terms of the technology, and it's a wonderful thing, but you have to direct that technology. You have to channel it to a place that you want to go. All right, now, I'm gonna need some help, okay? I always need some help, but yeah, why don't we do this? Why don't we kill that light, and let's do a side lit portrait from both sides. Now, all right, sir, you're relatively tall. Would you mind coming up and helping me out? What's your name, sir? Tom? Nice to meet you. How's it going? I'm going to ask you to stand over there. And let's give Tom the easy box. Now, easy box, that will be group A, right? The beautiful thing about the new flash system, I got 6 zones. I'm only going to use a couple. Group A, that's going to be camera left. Group B, a strip light, will be camera right. Okay, so I'm going to program those guys now. I'm going to drain all my exposure compensation out of Group A. Okay, I'm going to go to Group B, put it on TTL 0, 0. So now both lights are 0, 0. No compensation. Now, Wayne, you doing okay? Hang in there, man. All right, so Kat, you look this way again. Very strong, very strong. Maybe hands on hit. Yes, exactly. Perfect. Shift your body that way. Shuffle a little bit. Okay, now Wayne, equivalently, maybe strong and that way. Maybe, yeah, there you go. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, all right, here we go. Now, sorry? Pretty side lit. Let's drift down in here. Sorry, we're going to block your view there for a second. Okay, Tom, you're good to go. Drift a little bit upstage. There we go. Okay, good, you guys. Good. Looking nice, looking nice. Now remember, I'm at f11. We'll see what happens. there's the first frame, right? Right, the beginnings are there. It's like I got my own little studio now. You know, I don't need to care about you people anymore. No, it's okay. It's all right. Now, let's get another flash. Let's put a blue gel on it, please. No, let's just go with a raw. And we're going to put a blue deep theatrical gel here. Wayne and Kat, are you guys doing okay? All right. Are you having even the slightest bit of fun? Is anybody else having fun? Because I'm having a blast. I'm just getting started. And you guys are screwed because I've got 128 gig cards and I'm not even remotely tired. That's the thing about photography, right? It feeds on itself. You start to go after a picture. You have to be like a dog with a bone. Look, I'm not the best photographer by any stretch of imagination in anybody's book, right? But I'm damn tenacious, okay? And if you give me a job, I will go after it. I will wrestle that job to the ground, okay? And I'll get the picture that I need. It's gotta be like something you need to do. You look at a picture and you say, I need to shoot this. I need it to do this right now, okay? Not tomorrow, now, okay? So, and also the beautiful thing is, I mean, Kat and Wayne and I will be together for the next days here at CES, but we'll never be here exactly in this moment together. So why don't we go for it? So, man, who asked the question or gave me an answer or whatever? I won't blame you for the fact that that was the wrong answer. It's okay. It's all right.
I want the D5.
You want the D5? Sorry, I was kidding. All right, so that's a Group C flash. Yes, Callie? All right, so we're going to program Group C. I want you just to right at Wayne's back, okay? Which is, in case anyone hasn't noticed, is a fairly sizable target. Okay. All right, TTL00. Now, anybody, let's see. Kat looks a little hot, exposure-wise. Wayne, I'm gonna ask Cal, I mean, that's Callie's fault. He screwed that up. Yeah, come a little more forward. All right, so I'm gonna take a little bit of heat out of Kat's flash. I'll take it down by -0.7. I'll leave Callie's where it is. See if you can come up, Callie, and maybe angle a little bit. Yeah, try that, okay. All right, here we go, gang, here we go. You guys look amazing. Okay, really strong, excellent. Okay, so now we have a blue rim. Okay, is that zoomed? Okay, so now I'm going to put that light, I'm going to tell that TTL light, excuse me, sorry, no pictures. No, I'm kidding with you, dude. I'm messing with you. You can shoot any damn picture you want. It's okay with me. You hate me now, right? It's okay. Shoot any picture you want. Yeah. I tell you what, can you fix that up and go wide zoom on it? Please. All right, I'm going to send that flash a signal back there because you see the rim is kind of just about there. Just about there. So I'm gonna put it into manual 1/1. Everybody cool with that? Does everybody know what that is? Means I've taken manual control of that light. It's no more a TTL shifting sort of light source. It is full-blown manual. It's gonna stay there. It's gonna give me the same value, exposure after exposure. We also changed the zoom on it. So let's do this. Here we go. Group C. Make it manual. How we doing? 3 minutes. All right. All right, here we go. Come closer to him, Callie. There you go. Good. Way to go. Wayne and Kat. Beautiful. Nice. All right. Now, we got a little more juice out of that, but not that much. What's the culprit? Come a little bit forward, tiny bit, but also I'm at F11. I'm at F11. Remember that. That's asking a lot of these little flashes. So I'm going to go to 5.6, and let's see the effect of that background light. Beautiful. All right. I'm not seeing the background lights at all. Did it go off? No, it shouldn't affect it at all. Oh. Yeah. Bad karma, maybe. I don't know. It was that. Yeah. All right, let's try that again. Keep an eye on it, Callie. All right, ready? Here we go. Way to go, you guys. All right, so now we have a little more definitive rim on them, but you see the deal with the devil that I'm making right here? I'm opening up my shutter, or my aperture, I'm allowing more ambient light to creep in, I've lost some drama, all that sort of stuff, okay, is going on. So, let's do this though, let's do this. How am I doing? I have a minute and a half. How about, would you guys be up for doing a quick lift? You guys okay with that? All right, you're gonna stay back there for me. All right, Tom, you're gonna come up on stage. We're gonna have to move fast. Okay. Wayne, you ready to lift her? Oh yeah, we gotta take the shoes off, definitely. Now, they're gonna do this so easily, it's gonna be ridiculous. Okay? All right, and when I tell you, there you go, there you go. Okay, all right, here we go, here we go. Raise up, Tom, please. No, you, yep. Nice. All right, so now we have the blue. Yeah, how about a round of applause? And Wayne could stay there all day with her, by the way. All right, I tell you what. 30 seconds. I'm just getting going. You guys okay up there? Let's see. Tom, raise that up higher, please, as high as you possibly can. Callie, you're taller than Tom. All right, so. No, all right, switch. Do that, that'll run up. And then Callie, you come from below with that light. Okay, you okay? What's your name? Carol. Okay, you okay back there, Carol? All right. All right. Okay, here we go. Ready? Lower, lower, lower. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice. Nice. Cool. All right. And that has the beginnings of something, right? That has the beginnings of something. No, sir, you're not. I'm not going to give you that picture. No, I know you're there. You know, can we get rid of the guy in green who's standing in the spotlight, please? He's an exposure problem. All right, all right. Well, we're going to work this out. We're going to keep working on it, but that's the beginnings of some really nice light. Throw a black backdrop, put gelled lights on either side of them, bring in a smoke machine, and then you're starting to cook. All right? All right, how about a round of applause for Wayne and Kat? Thank you so much. All right. Definitely, definitely, definitely stay around the Nikon booth because Ron McGill is transformative, okay? An experience with Ron is not to be replicated elsewhere, okay? Thank you very much for coming to the CES booth here at Nikon.